Hi everyone, it is me, Jordan Long here, and today I'm going to talk about, a old thing that, does tend to happen from time to time. It's the fight over, oh, you can't call yourself Far Eastern when I can. And let me tell you how it goes down like. Well, you can't say Far Eastern. Yes, I can. It's an English word, and I can say it. And two, there isn't no law or oversight that tells me I cannot say it. You know, we Far Eastern folk, or at least folks who live in the Far East, or folks who have forekin that came from the Far East to other lands, I call myself Far Eastern. And I know that we folks, I know that we don't make a big deal out of what we get called. Well, I'm not going to say Asian because that's a Greek borrowed word or a Hellenic borrowed word. And everyone says that Oriental, even though that is a Latin borrowed word or a French borrowed word, they say that's shameful. So I go with Far Eastern. Both English words. Yeah, well, you can't put that down on your driver's deal. Yeah, I do. I had it put down on my driver's deal. I had it put down on my pass sheet. You know, and I also had it put down any other lawful sheet there was. Well, couldn't really put it on my birth sheet because I couldn't write anything when I was first born. But everything else, I put that down, and it didn't seem to be a hang up. Yeah, well, I just think that you just can't call yourself Eastern because there's a lot of other folks who live in the East besides us. There are folks known as Middle Eastern, which are the Arab folks, because Arab is some kind of borrowed word. And then we have white folk, which, like the Iranian folk or the Israelic folk, whatever you want to call them. Borrowed words, I know, for these folks, but yeah. Um, and let's not forget about the Hindu folk. I don't really know what you would put them underneath. I guess you really couldn't say Middle Eastern for them, and could you say Northeastern? I guess. But anyway, the grounds go is that I put that down, and it's not a big deal. You know, at least some of us out there don't have a big thing about what we want to be called or what we don't want to be called. Yeah, there are some folks in this world, well, who have gone through what's known, you know, they, it took them a long time to make up their mind what they wanted to be called, or what a lot of them would be alright with being called, we'll say that. For the Far Eastern folk, being called Far Eastern, that is good with them. They didn't have to go through many years to go, well, I like that now. Well, that's what I call myself, you know, because that's what I am, you know, and it's never ever been a hang up. I mean, truly, it's not been a true hang up. I haven't had someone say something like, well, I don't think you should be calling yourself Far Eastern. Why not? Because that's what I am. That's what you are too. Yeah, but some folks out there might take it the wrong way. Well, how are they going to take it the wrong way? How are they going to see it as kind hating when it's not kind hating, when it's the truth? I mean, Asian, that's the Latin, that's a Greek or a Hellenic borrowed word. And as long as I keep away from the O word, Oriental, which that is a Latin borrowed word, or a French borrowed word, which is the only word they don't seem to like. I don't seem to like. Whatever. But Far Eastern's the English word, since Asian's a Greek or a Hellenic borrowed word. Oriental is most likely a Latin or a French borrowed word. And the English word is Eastern or Far Eastern. So I don't see a big deal with it. And if you're going to be the only one that's going to bitch about it, then you're going to be on your own. You're not going to get anyone else out there backing you up and saying, "Don't say Far Eastern, it's a wrong thing to say." Because if you're only going to be a team to yourself, and there is no law or oversight that's going to tell me I can't call myself Far Eastern because I'm Far Eastern. You're Far Eastern too. Either that's what you call folks who are from the Far East, or folks like us who were born in some another land, but our forekin came from the Far East. Well, Eastland is where I guess our forekin came from. Yeah, and it's never going to be and I wouldn't be making a big deal out of it. Well, Jordan, I'm going to make a big deal out of it. Well, like I say, go ahead, but you'll probably be the only one on your own doing it, because no one else is going to make a big deal out of being called Far Eastern. Yeah, being called Far Eastern, which is the English word for it, since the East has, I guess, a South and a North and a Middle and a West. It's so misleading, but yeah, it does. Even though a lot of folks don't know where the top is and where the bottom is and where the left and the right is. But anyway, I'm Far Eastern. I was born Far Eastern. My forekin, which would be my father and mother, came from, Eastland, which is the English word for that land. Since China is a Punjabi borrowed word, which was borrowed into English. The English word would be Eastland. So anyway, I hope you all like this film. And if you like this film, follow me over here at the Jordan Long Show. Watch the last film I made yesterday over here about being in someone's way. I'm Jordan Long, and I'll see you later. Bye.